the game, they actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll get this out to Gurley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down, pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the field.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Big stop, dude. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal. Go, go, go.
Locke taking the snap at 1. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Flush to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 63 yards. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Locke trying to lay one up deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now it's Locke. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Locke working out of the gun. Drops it underneath the goal. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Gurley again here on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, it's Gurley. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Second down and 8. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. A run with Gurley there on first down. Going to get about 4 yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. On the move to his left. Powers through. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast.